Second Kings chapter 4 in particular tells a bit of a peculiar story involving the prophet Elisha. And basically in this story, Elisha sends his servant to make some stew for the company of prophets. And someone takes a vine of gourds, like squash, like pumpkins, and puts it into the stew. And while they are eating, they realize that it is poisonous. And when Elisha finds out, he takes flour and puts it into the stew. Then everything is fine. They continue eating it. Now, is it that the Lord touched their bodies and the poison didn't come on them? Did he remove the poison? But the word doesn't really say, but we know that the Lord took care of them and they were fine, even though they had ingested something poisonous. Now, in today's world, we hear a lot about substances being put in the food, in the water, in the meat, in the veggies. And if you were to look at the news, you will feel the next time you eat chicken from Walmart that you will die. Now, I am not saying that there are not undesirable things in the food and the water, but this is what I'm saying. The word of God, Exodus 23 and 25 in particular, tells us that God would bless our water, he would bless our food, and remove sickness away from the midst of it. Now, as much as you can, do the right thing. If you can eat organic, great. If you can grow your own veggies and raise your own meat, great. But not everyone can do that. So what do? You continue trusting God. You pray over everything and you believe him to do exactly what he said he would do. Now, yeah, we might be talking about food here, but this actually translates into every area of life. Every day the enemy sets pitfalls. Every day he forms weapons against believers in every area of your life sometimes. Sometimes it feels like everywhere you turn, it's something else. It might be a job issue. It might be a marriage issue. It might be a child issue. But even though the enemy is raging and it might be coming in like a roaring lion wanting to devour you, you have the same flour that Elisha had in his hand. You have the same flour. His name is Jesus, the bread of life. When you apply him to any situation, the devil will not win. When you apply Jesus to any situation, you will have the victory, because greater is he that lives in you than he that lives in the world.